Hi, this instructional video is about percent, and this one particularly is about percent change. Sometimes it could be percent increase or sometimes percent decrease. Now I set up some problems here that just goes right to the numbers, cut through all the word problems. For example, let's say we're looking at an item that was $6. That used to be $6. Now the price has been dropped to $5. So we want to find out what percent change is that. In order to start that one, what I would like to give you is some sort of a numeric device. When we talk about percent change, I would like you to say no. No. Say what, you say? When we talk about percent change, delta implying change, when I say no, I mean N minus O divided by O. The new price minus the old price. Divide that difference by the old price. No! So what does this look like? The new price is $5 minus what the old price used to be was $6. Now you know you're going to end up with a negative number, and negative in a financial world means a decrease. And that negative number divided by the old amount, which was $6 again. So in this case, you get 5 minus 6, which is negative 1 over 6. Now all we care about is the percent change. We know it's a percent decrease, but what is the change? So let's not worry about the negative, for now at least. And let's just divide 1 divided by 6. Now here's a little thing I would like you to share with you as well. When we talk about dividing, kids sometimes get confused. So let's just say the top number goes inside. Top number goes inside. What do you mean by that? The top number goes inside as a dividend, and the bottom number becomes a divisor. So does 6 go into 1? Not exactly. So you have to put a 0 and a decimal. Does 6 go into 10? Yes, 1 time. That will give you a 6. And 10 minus 6 is 4. Bring down the invisible 0. Does 6 go into 40 without going over how many times? 6 times. Will be 36. And you'll see right away that this number is going to repeat on and on and on. So another 6, another 6. Let's just round it up to a 7. Now to make the decimal into a percent, you know you have to move the decimal to the right 2 times. And since it says to round to the nearest whole percent, 16.7 actually becomes approximately 17%. And in this case, since it's negative, decrease. So 17% decrease from the old price to the new price. Now I want you to try to figure this one out. Let's say the old price of a pair of shoes is $48. Now this shoe's selling in one of those auction websites, so popular, the price went up to $64. So this time you know it's a percent increase. What is the percent change? So you said the percent change, you said no. No. N minus O divided by the O. Okay? So the new price went higher this time. So this time it's a percent increase. So 64 minus the old price, which was 48. Divide that by the old price, 48. 64 minus 48, you know it's going to be 16 divided by 48. Now the top number goes inside. So top number goes inside when you're dividing. Now 48 goes into 16? No. So put a 0 and a decimal. 48 goes to 160 without going over? Not 4. Maybe 3 times. So 8 times 3 is 24, carry the 2. 4 times 3 is 12, plus a 2 carried over is 14. Subtract, we get 16. Oh, this number is going to repeat again as well. So it's going to be 3 again. And it's going to repeat over and over. So when we move the decimal to the right twice to make it into a percent, this time we round it up, it's not going to increase. So it's going to be approximately 33% increase this time. Alright, how about this one? This was actually my weight before I started running. I used to be actually over 170 pounds. Oh yeah, I was quite heavy. And then after running, within a year, I lost 30 pounds to 140. So it's a percent decrease of weight. Now, what's the percent change? So you said percent change is no. Actually, in this case, is yes. But it's no. So the new, I am much lighter, minus the old, I was heavier back then. Ooh, I wasn't too happy. Divided by the old heavyweight. So 140 minus 170, that's going to be negative 30. I lost 30 pounds. Divide that by the original heavyweight. Again, the top number goes inside. I'm going to need room for this guy, last one. So let's put this over here. 30 divided by the big number on the bottom, 170. Now, does 170 go into 30? No. So let's put a 0 and a decimal. Now, if we put a 2 in there, I know the double 170 is 340. So that's too much. We have to say 170 goes in once into 300. So that's going to be 0, 3, 1. We're going to need a 0. Now, if we put a 9 in there, let's see. 7 times 9 is 63. Oh, it's going to be way too much. How about 8? So 0. 7 times 8 is 56. Carry the 5. 1 times 8 is... Ooh, that's going to be just over. So we're going to make that 17 instead, okay? So 0 times 7 is 0. 7 times 7 is 49. Carry the 4 this time. 1 times 7 is 7, plus the 4 is 11. 0, 1, 1, 0. Now, I don't know what this is going to be, but it's going to be bigger than a 5. So, this 1, 7 bigger than a 5 is going to round up approximately to 18%. An 18% decrease. That's awesome. I've been feeling pretty healthy. 18% decrease. Finally, after doing all this math, your old IQ was 92. Now, your new IQ went up 110. What's the percent increase? No! Percent change is new minus the old over the old. So the new, higher IQ is at 110, minus the old, not too intelligent. Some people say IQ test has really nothing to do with intelligence. Well, live and learn on this topic. 110 minus 92. That's going to be, let's say, 8 and 0, 18 point increase. Okay? Doing all this math helps you increase your IQ by 18 points. Awesome, isn't it? Now the top number goes inside. The bottom number goes outside as a divisor. 92 goes into 18. No can do. So put a 0 and a decimal. Now I want to put a 2 in there, but that's going to be over 180. So I have to say 1. So 1 over the 7, 88. Put a 0. 92 goes into 88 without going over, let's see, 9? I think so. 9 times 2 is 18. Carry the 1. 9 times 9 is 81. Plus 1 is 82. So 2, 7 minus 2 is 5 and 0. Now does 92 go into 520 about how many times? About 5 times. So 2 times 5 is 10. 5 times 9 is 45, 46. So anyway, When you move the decimal to the right twice, it's going to be 19.5, or approximately 20% increase. Your IQ will increase by 20% if you do all this math. I'm losing my IQ.